правительств, государств-членов Шанхайской организации сотрудничества. Порядок работы в расширенном формате предлагается следующий.
His Excellency Prime Minister Mr. Excellencies, Heads of Government, Heads of Delegations, Mr. Secretary General, ladies and gentlemen. My delegation and I are delighted to be attending the Shanghai Cooperation Organization's Heads of Government meeting today in Astana, and I want to thank our Kazakh hosts for their warm hospitality. And on the eve of their Independence Day, congratulating you and for holding this conference during this cooler season. As your Excellencies are aware, Afghanistan has followed the work of this important forum in much interest since we initially joined as a guest and later on as an observer state in 2011. As the Chief Executive of the new National Unity Government of Afghanistan, I want to convey to all of you my desire to further engage and expand ties with the ECO platform to address the core issues on our current agenda. Afghanistan's President Mohammad Ashraf Ghani and I look forward to the enhancement of our partnership as an observer state and to a more focused engagement with this respected forum on issues that bind us and concerns us all. Excellencies, security concerns us all. Our security is impacted by non-state military terrorists, criminal and separatist groups. They profit from the illicit drug trade, the smuggling and other types of transnational crime operations. Their aim is not only to destabilize our societies and break our economies, but also to sow fear in our societies and indoctrinate our youth. It is for this reason that Afghanistan, a prime victim of terrorism, has devoted so much of its potential and resources to combat this menace in all its forms and manifestations. This is also the reason for which the international community has converged and joined our struggle since 2001 to seriously tackle this challenge and empower Afghan forces to confront those who endanger the lives of our citizens and threaten our borders. I want to take this opportunity to thank all our governments for supporting these efforts. And we look forward to working with you closely in the future to further enhance and coordinate our activities. We are happy to observe that not only the security plan highlighted by the growing threat of terrorism in its various forms constitute a substantial part of the SCO agenda and directly relates to conditions in our wider region, but that is becoming a shared concern on global scale, reaching beyond SCO boundaries. The growth and spread of terror requires a consolidated vision to tackle the misguided ideas that take our cultural, religious, and social traits hostage to the misguided radical trends. Not only should we strengthen our collective political resolve and put our essential resources to combat this destabilizing phenomenon, but we as a responsible body should also elevate the level of dialogue and coordination with our concerned parties to foster greater mobilization and cooperation that aims to protect each of our singular social cohesion and diverse way of life. Excellencies, as you are all aware, the Afghan people this year put behind two critical and historic transitions. On political front, we underwent a complex and engaging election process which led to the establishment of national unity government that enjoys the support of millions of men and women who voted in 2 rounds of elections despite Taliban attacks and intimidations. We expect that within days a new cabinet of ministers will be appointed, as President Ghani and I are eager to start serious work on our reform and change agenda as promised to the Afghan people during our campaigns and presented to the International London Conference on Afghanistan listed 2 weeks ago. We appreciate and welcome your government's continued support for Afghanistan's reconstruction and socio-economic development. We are also days away from witnessing the end of the 13-year-long and challenging US-endorsed combat mission under the umbrella of ISAF NATO. As ISAF mission ends on December 31st, Afghan forces take full charge of defending our country and our citizens. However, it's also apparent that the mission to train, equip, and assist and advise our security forces is not complete, and there is a critical need to pursue and end the diverse tasks within those benchmarks based on ground conditions are met. In view of our needs, the Afghan people first through the Ejoiya and more recently through their parliamentary representatives overwhelmingly endorsed the various security cooperation agreements that have been signed with several countries in NATO. We are confident and certain that these arrangements meant to boost the Afghan defenses are not detrimental to regional stability and sovereign rights, as they are strictly geared to fighting and defeating terrorism and other transnational menaces. Ladies and gentlemen, while political stability is work in progress and security challenges as we have made sure that we can handle the third transition in a coherent and realistic manner while focusing on social and economic development. Much has been invested since 2001, both in terms of lives and resources to lay a foundation for the rebuilding agenda. The scope of work has been overwhelming, covering the state institutions, subnational governance, infrastructure building, and capacity building among many others. After initial work over the past years, we are now in a transformational phase, meaning that on one hand, we seek to consolidate our progress in all sectors, and on the other hand, to move forward with a well-defined development agenda that incorporates reform and change where needed. Regional cooperation and integration will remain a cornerstone of our efforts. Our geoeconomic identity is crucial to the build-up of a regional hub, as well as being part of trade, transit, and transport and energy corridors that help connect resource-rich parts of the SCO regions to other parts of the global configuration. SCO's agenda pertaining to economic cooperation, regional integrity, and in particular infrastructure building is of utmost interest to Afghanistan. We look forward to working with the SCO's various platforms on all above-mentioned sectors that realize the grander vision of this organization. Excellencies, I want to end my remarks by expressing a wish and a goal. This entails us, Afghans, to be integral and productive member of our dynamic region. However, this is a two-way street that requires your peoples and governments to join us in this transformational period. We stand ready to do our part to assist SCO's goal and look forward to realizing the objectives that bind us. Thank you.